Congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all the favorites. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification. I hope you're in good condition, because...
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. With the Petit Ballon and Platz Vasel coming one after the other, the stage seems destined to go to a climber. However, some riders who let go on these climbs could well claw their way back before the finish and shake things up for the stage win.
He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint. The yellow jersey changes shoulders, but it stays with the team.
The first pass is classified as a Category 2. It is the Col du First Plan, an 8-kilometer climb at 5.5%. There will be 5 points to the first rider over the top.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push. Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. Keep it up. You should go to the top of the point standings at the intermediate sprint.
The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
The race leaders start the climb with the Petit Ballon. Classified as first category, riders will have to be in the first 6 to score points with a polka dot jersey.
You ride so that your teammate doesn't catch up and make it too many up front.
He's a good climber puncher over any kind of obstacle. This good puncher isn't too bad to ride on the flat. He's also got a significant turn of speed. Watch out for him. He's a real puncher who can come out on top on any finish with a short climb. But he can also rely on a good turn of speed if there's a group finish.
opponents.
Bravo les gars. Continue.
Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. New provisional leader. It's still a rider from the team.
The Col de Platze is a 7-kilometer climb. Its average slope is 8.5%.
His teammates are managing the time gap to allow you no more of a lead, probably with their eye on the overall standings. A teammate is beginning to lose
Allez, on
touch.
attaque, allez, on se bouge. Allez, on y va. Courage, on continue. Allez. Plus vite. Vas-y, prends. Oui.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up!
The feed zone is nearing for the men at the front.
You'll have to up the pace. His team is moving into the driving seat behind. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
There will be 5, 3, 2 and 1 point for the first 4 at the top of the climb.
His teammates have a handle on things for the overall standings. It will be difficult to increase the gap. Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. Go! Another 10 kilometers to retain the jersey. You have 30 seconds lead on the yellow jersey.
The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites.
He's the new leader of the overall youth standings.
There's an attack. Stay alert.
Only 5 kilometers left. Go! Go! Again!
Keep going. Allez les gars, courage! Allez le maillot jaune! Ça va.
It is the red pennant. 1 more kilometer of effort.
He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. Rafael Mashka! It is a moment that he soon won't forget and which marks his career. Come on, we can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. Here's the green jersey of this stage. Rafael Mashka! He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the polka dot jersey of this stage. It is a moment that he soon won't.
We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is you didn't prove me wrong. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers. Given that we're heading the general classification, we'll have to set the pace at the front of the peloton. For me, our lead should be enough to keep us out of danger. We should be able to get into the top 10 of the stage, but...
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The arrival in Mende should offer us a great show. A 3-kilometre ramp at over 10%. There's no doubt that only the most explosive riders can play a leading role. He was itching to have a go. He's already on the attack.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up!
He's a pure climber, able to follow the very best when he's in shape. His qualities as a ruler are exceptional. You mustn't give a meter's lead, especially as he takes short climbs in his stride and has no interest in waiting for the sprint, given his lack of pace. A good ruler, he doesn't really have a strong point that would scare opponents.
In front, he's the best placed in the overall standings. You're approaching the intermediate sprint. won the intermediate sprint. Well done. You're the one with the most points for the green jersey in the breakaway. He's the highest ranked rider for the polka dot jersey at the head of the race.
The race will soon enter its decisive phase with the ascent of the Côte de Sauveterre, an 8.5-kilometer climb classified as second category. The peloton is 1 minute away.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway. He's been dropped. The stage is too much for him. Here's the positions over the last climb.
The riders are approaching the feed zone.
The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. He's got his teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the stage victory has broken away. He's got his teammates riding because he's a danger to the overall standings. The breakaway is at the red pennant. It shouldn't be able to hold off the peloton. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
We can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. He will climb.
We were aiming for a top 10 place on this stage, and we failed. It's a pity. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountains.
So cycling fans everywhere. With summit climbs spread across the stage, there's no doubt that only a talented climber will come out on top today.
You're on your way to the top spot of the white jersey standings. It's great. Keep going, kid. You're the biggest threat to the yellow jersey at the front of the race. You're coming up to the intermediate sprint. Keep your eyes open. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. He launched the mountain sprint. You should perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
The Col de la Forclaz is looming for the men at the front. With its 8 kilometers at 8%, it's likely that the weaker climbers will start showing signs of fatigue.
There's not a lot going on. If this was a video game, I'd advance the clock to the last difficulty. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
It's off for the climb of the Croix Free. Classified as first category, there will be a maximum of 10 extra points to be gained for the climber standings. Another 5 kilometers and the leading riders will compete for the mountain points.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push! Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
The Col des Aravis is classified as Category 3. There will therefore be 2 and 1 point available for the first 2 riders over the top.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
The race leaders are into the feed zone.
You're 1 minute 30 ahead of the group with the favorites. You have 30 seconds lead on the yellow jersey. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings. We need to score points for the polka dot jersey. It's essential if we want to strengthen our position as leader. You're on your way to the top spot of the white jersey standings. It's great. Keep going, kid.
The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group. The race lead launches itself on the Monte de Betets. 30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey.
There's movement behind you. You'll get his team to ride behind you, but it's worth a try. You've got 1 minute 30 lead on the group with the favorites.
1.5 minutes lead for the head of the race over the favorites. The next summit is ranked first category. The first scores 10 points towards the best climber classification.
Get his team to ride behind you, but it's worth a try.
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him loudly. Here is today's stage winner, Rafael Matka! He is inspired.
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all the favorites. It's the final stage, guys. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The stage on offer today should please the climbers. With the Col du Glandon on the Lacet de Montvernier climbs in the last 60 kilometers, everything is set up to enable them to go on the offensive. The riders will be straight into the thick of it with a Col Bayard climb, 6.3 kilometers at an average of 7%.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
The intermediate sprint comes early on in the stage. If sprinters are still with the peloton, they could ask their team members to ride in order to score maximum points with the green jersey.
You should perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you. You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings. The yellow jersey changes shoulders, but it stays with the team. He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint.
The riders will climb 3 third-category climbs in succession. The Côte de la Mure, the Col de Malisol and the Col de la Morte. At the top of each there will be 2 points and 1 point to be won for the polka dot jersey.
You'll have to up the pace. His team is moving into the driving seat behind. There's not a lot going on. If this was a video game, I'd advance the clock to the last difficulty. Make sure you manage your energy expenditure to avoid hitting the wall in the final kilometers. Make sure you manage your energy expenditure to avoid hitting the wall in the final kilometers. His teammates are leading the chase at the head of the peloton. His intentions seem clear. Win in a sprint. He'll ride so that your teammate doesn't catch up and make it too many up front. His teammates are leading the chase at the head of the peloton. His intentions seem clear. Win in a sprint.
Come on, a short kilometre downhill before starting the last 3 kilometres of climbing. The front runners will soon be going over the top into the drop. The race leaders are beginning their ascension of the Lacet de Montvernier. The last climb of the day. He's attacking!
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The riders will have to burn some energy after the summit, as the descent to Saint-Jean-de-Maurienne is not immediate. Now it's downhill to the finish.
On y va. Allez, les gars. Allez, on y va.
Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
With less than 3 kilometers to the finish, the man in front has done the hardest part. He is a surefire winner.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line.
A few minutes ago, he was the first across the finishing line. He is in sparkling form, and he's amongst the leading riders.
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance.
Allez, plus vite! Allez, plus vite, plus vite!
Allez les gars, courage!
Oui, on est avec vous.
Plus vite! Plus vite!